Hello, Pisces. Welcome, welcome. Just took a little break between readings here. My name is Patty. For those who are new, I'm your intuitive empath that does your tarot readings with also astrology and numerology, and who can't shuffle worth beans. Anyway, I hope this is something that resonates with you. This is for the week of the 23rd, 24th through the 30th. Gotta get my week straight, guys. So there's lots of energies that are going on here because we have a full moon in this week. We have got 3 retrogrades happening. We have a lunar eclipse. We have a super moon. A lot of energies going on for you guys. So really pay attention if you're getting a little edgy, little fidgety, little anxiety, things going on. That is the planets going on. And if you don't believe me, watch that full moon on the 26th. If you're watching this beforehand, this is going to be a huge moon. Now, I'm not going to go into that. I'll wait until the 26th. I am doing a reading on the 26th for the full moon, super moon. I'm going to go into depth with that, with also the retrogrades and the lunar eclipse, everything. So this will be a really interesting and fun reading. And I do astrology first, and then I go into the reading because I think it's really important to understand these energies and how they're going to affect you in the future, couple of weeks, actually, and even longer. The retrograde's definitely longer. So these are going to be a little bit kerfuffling. So let's get started. For those of you that are brand new, I do different tarot. My first oracle out is the divine. So this is energies that maybe you've been inquiring about with the divine, and maybe this is an answer to something you've been asking the divine about. So this is sort of the message for you from him, or if you want to call it energies, universe, or whatever. I call him God. That's my divine. Yeah. Anyway, second card is the current energies. The current energies are for the week of the 24th through the 30th. These are energies that you want to sort of pay attention to with the Divine's card, because these are the energies he's trying to help you with, or who, or whatever. So really pay attention to those. Third card is the future card, which I look at the planets a lot for the future and what the divine card has. I put those two together because divine and the planets are all energy, and they all do work together. And you'd be surprised if you watch astrology and you really know divine, second dimension, that kind of a thing. All these energies are definitely linked 100%. All right, so let's see what we've got going. Woohoo! So the balancing card is coming up again. Interesting, because this was actually for Aries as well. Okay, so let's get started. So the Divine's card is the number 4. Again, number 4 has been popping up a lot because this is about your harmony, your improvements. This is about your balance. This is about your stability. This is about your foundation and your core. So something is going on to either you're unstable and needing to get that balance back, or there is actually something happening in your life or around you that is saying, hey, let's get back to the basics here. Let's get back to what happened and who you were before is gone, but let's get back to who we want to be in the future. So the divine is saying with that number 4, solitude. That's the only way we get answers a lot of the time, because we cannot get answers when the vibrations and the energies are all around us distracting. So that's why I talk to you guys a lot about going into a quiet place, whether it be a car, a closet, a room, sitting out in nature by yourself, go to a park, sit by yourself. This is where you get the answers. This is where you get the aha moments. This is where you get the understanding. This is where you get the connection to divine. It's nature. It's this quietness is your telephone, per se, because sometimes divine will come in with just, but when you're in quietness, you can hear it very loudly. So, and your answers will come in solitude. Thank you. So they don't come with people around you. So you can get all kinds of opinions and advice and everything around you. But the thing is that that's their opinions. That's not your journey. That's not your walk. That doesn't know what your journey is supposed to be and where you're supposed to go with. So you have to really pay attention to that, okay? Because this, for your current energies, is balance. Okay, this is a balancing act. This is the number 2. This is the number, the part that's going to bring everything together, or it's going to blow it apart. And this is between you and divine, because this is your journey. This is not anybody else's journey but yours. So this is between you and divine of what you need to do. And in fact, I think you already know what you need to do. But what I find is very interesting is we have the number 4 in the divine's card. We have the number 2 in our current energies. We also have the number 2 in your future energies. And that's flying. That is saying that whatever you want, whatever you can do, you have to actually work hard, and you have to have a balancing act to get there. So it's like having a family and owning a business and, you know, wanting all these things for yourself. The thing is that you have to have some type of balance to get there, because you can't do it all lopsided, because it just doesn't work. Okay. And again, the only way to get there is in solitude and quiet, in that balance. Okay. Definitely. Flying. Yep. I love flying. Flying's awesome. Especially if you're the pilot. It's a lot of fun. It's like, wow, you're in control of this machine that is way up there. And it's a blast. And I'm a cloudaholic anyway, so that's another reason why I love flying. So, and yes, I do fly planes. I used to fly planes. I don't fly anymore. And they need more pilots. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is another thing too. Maybe this is why Divine brought this up, because the thing is, I made a choice back then. I had the choice to keep going and flying, and maybe even being a pilot for one of the airlines now. However, I had a choice to make at the time, and I wasn't listening to I was listening to my head. I wasn't listening to what the divine had for me. Is that I listened to my head, and I put my money into a guy this was an earthly manipulation, that I allowed them to manipulate me to a point where it took all my flying lesson money, and then I lost that opportunity. Now I'm too old. So, and this wasn't too long ago. So, I mean, you can still fly into your 60s. However, then they have you stop at a certain age. But the thing, and you can go fly your own personal planes, but not for commercial, big planes. Anyway, all right. So, oh gosh, I'm sorry. That's my business phone. I apologize. So first card out is the Empress. Again, the number 3. We've got 2 3s and 4s. So the Empress is about nurturing, loving, taking care. This is about taking care of yourself. This is about paying attention to what you do need. What are you needing to pay attention to? This is a time for somebody with Saturn retrograde coming in, and Pluto's retrograde, and Mercury's retrograde. This is really, really important to nurture yourself. And this is a mental nurturing. Divine is all about mental capacity right now. This is all about taking care of your mental status, taking care of that, making the balance come so that the stress load is lower. This has to do a lot with, because he's trying to say, if you take that stress load off, you be able to hear me better, be able to understand and clarify a lot more things. However, this is something the Empress is about nurturing. Okay, this is about sort of the mother figure, how a mother would just embrace and hold. You need to be doing that to yourself, and especially in the mental capacity. The other thing is that for somebody, they might be in solitude and trying to think about what they should do, where they should go, not quite what to do here because they're pregnant. Or they accidentally got pregnant. There is no accidents in the divine's eyes. However, this is it's your timing issue versus his timing issue. That's why I say there's no accident. It's not what you want at this time, but this is what I need for you to do at this time. And this is all about growth. I'll tell you from firsthand experience. Also too, and understanding divine, how he works. However, somebody's looking at this in sort of a negative aspect, like, oh my God, not now, this is going to ruin my life. No, actually, it's going to embrace you, and it's also going to grow you to a capacity you have never ever been before, and it's very beautiful. All right, so we got 2 energies going here. Oops. I literally can't shuffle today. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me today with shuffling. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. Where did it go? I saw it flip. Or maybe it started to flip and then didn't flip. Okay, so the second card out is the Chariot. Definitely moving forward. Whether you like it or not, it's moving forwards, you know, for something. So something's coming that it is moving it forward. With the nurturing, because we have the number 7, this is about your potential and ambition. This is about something that is coming that you actually truly want and desire. Cards are trying to flip. Okay, you guys, if it's supposed to flip again, just have it flip, please. I just had a cookie and I keep burping it. I shouldn't eat that. It's sugar. Let me tell you something about nutrition too, just real quick, as a nutrition coach. If you're going through menopause, as you get in, some of you guys are all the 20s, so you got a long ways to go into nutrition. Nutrition is sugar is the worst thing for your body anyway, but it will create your hot flashes even more. Yeah, nutrition. A lot of diseases eat sugar. So you feed your sugar, you're feeding like cancer. Cancer eats off sugar. Sugar is not good to have when you have cancer. Sugar is not good anyway. That's why you say limit it. But definitely, you know, sugar is probably the most addictive substance in food that I've seen and worked with people. It's really, really hard. Okay, so we have the Empress. We have the Chariot. We have Strength. We have 3 arcanas in a row. Got to pay attention to this, what's going on in your life right now, whatever you're going through right now. This is major. This is where you seriously need to think about what you're doing or what's happening. You have to need to analyze it and pay attention to it on a higher level. So whatever is happening, you don't say, oh shit, you know, can't believe I said that. But, you know, I lost my job. You know, now what is going to happen? And you're looking at and you're pulling all those energies down rather than saying, okay, I lost my job. What am I going to do now from this point? How can I move forward with this? How can I keep things going with this? Because we're talking about the Chariot moving forward. Yes, it's not going to be easy. However, it's your thought process that is going to keep you from being stuck and moving forward. This is a movement forward energy, this whole thing. But the thing is, if you keep moving forward, you keep having the strength to keep going through whatever you're going through, paying attention, because you got 3 major arcanas. Whatever is the number 1 priority, this is where you're going to be focusing and trying to bring balance back into whatever that is, either getting rid of it if it's toxic and bringing balance back, or if it's something that you need to release because it's causing too much stress, to bring balance back. And it's also going to bring relief and things like that. You've got the 3 of Cups card along with the 6 of Wands, meaning that the victory is you and you alone did it. Okay, you did it. But the thing is, you did it with divine. You didn't do it alone. You did it with divine. You really are paying attention to your intuition, your inside self. This is Saturn energy that's coming through. So you really need to pay attention to that inner self during this time, because you're going to have the victory. And people are going to be watching at you and saying, wow. I mean, people that look at me now than 3 years ago, they're like, wow, you've really changed. You know, you're a lot more calm. You're a lot more peaceful. I'm still always bubbly and crazy. However, because I began to live more spiritually, even more so. That's when I said, hey, screw the society. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I am. This is what, if people don't like me, they don't like me. But this is the way the divine made me. I have spiritual gifts and this is who I am. So you don't like me, whatever. And that changed. Some of the people stuck around. It's like, wow, you really have changed. Wow, you really are, you know, I didn't know you were that deep into it. And I'm like, not it. It's this has been divine. This is God. This is divine. This isn't me. This is where they say, aha, either they stick around or they don't. And if they don't, that's okay. It's time for them to move on. It's not a problem. Move on. Okay. But it brings balance back in your life. It brings authenticity back into your life, into who you are. It brings truth. Thank you. The Queen of Swords brings truth back to who you are. However, I'm going to tell you though, this transition and this movement is not going to, it is going to be challenging, but it is not detrimental, and it is very rewarding because now you're beginning to walk in truth. Absolute truth, not human truth. Absolute truth, divine truth, second dimensional truth. All right. Queen of Wands. You're speaking in truth. You're walking in truth. I can't make this up. I just can't make this up. Okay, and then I was going to flip this, but like, no, because it's going to come back up again. Balance. Give and take. Six of Pentacles. This is bringing balance. This is your center card. Core card. Okay. This, you have to look at your core. Have you ever literally, a lot of people don't. I mean, this is something this is sort of new to me because, I know I have a soul. I know I'm different. I know I'm unique. I know all this kind of stuff that people tell you to hear. But about 2 weeks ago was probably the first time I literally felt my soul. I can't explain it, but it is that spirit inside you that creates our personality and creates tick. And I was going through, I was listening to somebody went through that, but it's very interesting because I thought, oh, I'm going to feel, and it's a technique I'm learning to do because I want to hear what my soul needs. I want to hear what it is desiring because that is another communication to divine and back and forth because there is a connection between the two. And maybe that'll bring another ability. I don't know. But I just know that it was a very, very different experience. And it was a very eye-opening experience, and I'm still learning about it, but I never expected to feel my soul, and I wanted to embrace my soul. It was amazing. It was amazing. It's even over the top for me yet. I'm still trying to grasp it. However, divine is saying, yeah, pay attention to it. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. It's very, very interesting. Okay, yeah, so back to your reading here though. So definitely this is going to bring you to walk in the truth. Somebody's looking to their future. But you got to be really paying attention because even though the Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands, they're facing each other. Okay, so you're thinking about your future, but you got to be thinking about right now, what's going on now. Be really insightful and pay attention to what's going on right now. It is a lot of hard work, but also too, somebody might have some love coming their way. It is a lot of work. However, love is also work. Are you ready for it? I mean, this is going to take work. A lot of people say, yeah, I really want to date her. But then you start, oh my gosh, he just wants to come over. She wants to come over all the time. I've got to work. I've got this. I've got that. And then you really don't have time for a dating scenario. You really have to pay attention to that if you are really, really ready for that. Pay attention to that. All right. Again, this could be a good situation if you're ready for dating. Definitely, this could be a good situation. Do I have these upside down or? Nope, it came in upside down. So we have the Magician in the reverse. So with the Magician in reverse, because it should be this way, for those who are brand new to tarot, this is upright and this is reverse. In the reverse, it means that things are being difficult to manifest. Things are being hard to manifest. Things are, it's sort of like a kerfuffle. You cannot see to manifest. It's like there's a big fog in front of you and you don't know really what to do, how to go, which way to go. So this is where you got to remove the fog. The only way you're going to remove the fog is sit in quiet and think. But the problem is a lot of human beings sit in quiet and think, and they think from here. It's like, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? How am I going to figure this out? Rather than just saying, okay, sit in quiet, say, okay, divine, I've got a problem here. You know what? I just got fired, and I don't know what's going to happen. I know you can see because you're all seeing, but the thing is that you're behind the scenes and I can't see it. So you need to give me some signs what I need to do. And then you need to be still and wait. But some people go in and it's like, what do I do? How do I do it? I got to do it. I got to, because we're in our head. We're in our head and we're in the world and we cannot let go. Got to let go so you can fly. It's sort of like, thank you. They gave me a visual of a bird up in a tree in a nest and it has babies. And when the mother says, okay, they're old enough now, so I'm going to toss this one out, they're either going to fly or they're not. You know, and then they become food for somebody else because they didn't fly. However, she's not going to dump them out if she knows that they're not ready. She's going to dump them out when she knows that their wings are strong enough that they can actually fly. That's the thing that's going to happen. You cannot see that you can fly. However, you can fly. It's like that fear. I'm too afraid. And the thing is with that mother, she has to push them out because they're not just going to jump out because they're happy and content where they are. Feed me. And that's the kind of thing. That's sort of like what some people do in their homes is that we let them stay content. We keep feeding them when actually we really need to kick them out and find out that they know how to fly. And then that fog becomes very clear, sunny weather because now they can see. They have clarity. All right. Are you sure that these are not in reverse? Oh, I have this one upside down. Sorry. So we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Got beautiful things coming towards you. You just got to let go. Let go. Let those wings fly. Become a chicken. Woo, woo. All right. All right, guys. Let's get to, I'm going to do just do health and love right now. Health and love being, because I like to give it a little bit more time to see if something comes up, if there's more clarity so that I can get more details. Sometimes if I've got too much going on, then I can't, I don't have time to get clarity on anything. All right. So this is going to be about your health and your love. Oh, okay. Thank you. Boy, I need that one. I need that one. So that one is for health. Okay. Thank you. This is interesting. Okay. So for your health card, we have Temperance. Temperance meaning to have more patience. So there's something going on, especially when they had me look at this, they said there's something, pay attention to the top, pay attention to the top. So something is being poured over you. Something is being poured maybe from head to toe. But the thing is with the upper part of your body, just be patient. So something is going on. Be patient with the process. Just be patient. And things are going to be fine. However, you just have to have patience. And this is the hard part because if you're going through anything physical, I'll tell you right now, I'm going through the knee replacement and I thought it was going to be a lot easier, a lot quicker than it is. And my patience sometimes just gets me anxiety. I have to calm myself down because I know it's going to take time. And now I even know it's going to take more time because of some of the issues with my leg. But we have to have patience. In this person here, this has to do with something more of the upper body. Just have patience and time. And time heals, time and love heals. The body can actually repair itself phenomenally more than we will ever understand. That's why we say like the power of prayer. Somebody has cancer, they go back and people have been praying for them and people have been, whatever, and the cancer is gone and it shouldn't be gone, that kind of a thing. This is where we will never have that understanding of how that works. However, this is just all about being patient, whatever you're going through. This is not going to resonate with everybody, but somebody is going through something physically. Now, this also could be, thank you. Okay, thank you. So they're saying we said the top because there's something going on with somebody's brain. Now, that could be just a mental process, something that your thought process has to change, or something, or that you need to take care of it because too much stress. You can have strokes and things like that. So there's also some mentally process going on there, but something does have to happen with the brain. So just be patient with that. Whatever it is, it's going to be all fine. And again, you know you the more that you try to calm yourself in anxiety and everything, that's going to heal the process even quicker. And I won't go into nutrition for healing and stuff like that. But all right. So we got love and relationships. I find this interesting because love and relationships is the Chariot again, something moving forward. This is not to be something moving backwards, people. So if you're in a new relationship, leave that past relationship where it belongs, gone. If it's a marriage, or you keep bringing up old stuff, or even in a relationship and you start arguing and you keep bringing up old crap that you should have discussed, cleaned the air, got the elephant out of the room and left it there. Ladies, 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 you are very good at this. You keep bringing up old stuff with your partners, and that you need to bury it and put it away, because you're ruining your relationship by bringing up old stuff over and over and over. If you need to heal, then you need to get coaching or you need to get counseling. But bringing things up over and over and over again is going to keep your relationship stuck, and then it's not going to move forward. This is huge in a lot of coaching that we do, is that you keep letting it come up over and over and boil and boil and boil, when it should have been discussed, yes, and understood and put to bed, and the dead horse lays dead. You don't keep raising that dead horse up, okay? And this takes a lot of strength. And then for somebody who is pregnant and moving forward, we definitely have movement. This is good. Oh man, I don't think I can do this, but I'm going to try. Okay. So we have the Empress, we have the Chariot, we have strength, and then we have again the Chariot. So it is moving forward. Now, it is going to take strength sometimes to hold your tongue. It is going to take strength to diffuse an argument. It is going to take strength to discuss a pregnancy that wasn't supposed to happen at this moment on your part. Divine says, yes, it is. But on your part, it is going to be a lot of strength. There might be even somebody there that is extremely happy they're pregnant. The other partner might be like, oh crap, not right now. It's not good timing. Honey, it's never good timing, because there's a celebration there. Of course, it's a celebration of a new life. Definitely a new life. Okay. So for lovers, this is really, really good. You got a lot of things here, though, that if it's a communication thing, you've got to really work on this to keep the past in the past and keep moving forward and not keep bringing it up. The others, this is a beautiful, beautiful, challenging time with maybe a new pregnancy or whatever coming in. However, this is a forward-moving relationship. If you're in a relationship, this is definitely moving forward. If you're in a new relationship, are we going to keep going? Is he going to come back? Don't ask me if he's going to come back. Watch that video. Or if she's going to come back, watch that video. When you ask me if they're coming back, it's a good little video, and explains why I think the way that I think, and also the divine, why it's happening actually. So if you've just separated, or if you're actually or gone through a breakup, or somebody has disappeared and they just stopped talking to you, ghosting you, or if you've been talking and things been going good, go watch that. I think it's called When You Ask Me If They're Coming Back. Just go into the videos and type in When You Ask, and you'll see it pop up. And I think there's a lady that's all upset and stuff like that. Anyway, go watch that. All right, so this is your reading, Pisces. I hope this helped. Don't forget, we do have the new dailies every day now, Monday through Friday. So go back and just watch those, and hopefully they'll get some inspiration in the morning. If you subscribe, hit the bell, you'll be notified when those come on. It's in the morning. The Divine has a 1-minute inspiration for you for that day to lift you up, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. And a message to somebody. That's why he's doing it, I guess. But the thing is, we're doing the dailies again for 2-3 weeks, see how that goes. If this is something that we want to keep going, Divine and I mean, keep going. So make sure you hit the likes. This is new to YouTube's creators. This is something, they're called shorts, and they're 1 minute. And it's really important for YouTube to get some feedback on that. And the only way they get the feedback is likes. So I don't know how they work that stuff. The only other announcement, again, if you haven't heard already, is we're doing on the 26th, a full moon reading, but also about astrology. We're going to do the full moon, or the lunar eclipse, the super moon, and the 3 retrogrades. It's going to be a big one, really big one. So hit the subscribe and the bell, and you'll be able to be notified when I'm on for that. All right. I hope you guys have a great, great week. We will see you either on the 31st for your next reading, or on the 26th for the full moon. And yes, they're all open and live, so you can chat and just tell me where you're from, or ask a question, and I definitely will answer either at that time if it's intermixed with what we're talking about, or at the very end, I will answer your questions. All right, take care.